Logan Spexy Pants here. In this video I'm going to show you how I prepare images for the virtual world and what, in my opinion, is the best way. My opinion. I am not a graphic expert. I should point this out. I have Dane Bramage. Don't trust me. Don't do anything I say. If your computer blows up, it's not my fault. Okay? I'll start with these images that I have in my originals folder. I always keep the originals. I may have 8 different versions of an image, but I always have the original somewhere. After I obtain an image, I like to put the resolution of that image in the name, so I can tell just by quickly looking. It makes things easier later. In Windows 10 you can easily find out the resolution of an image by placing the mouse cursor over it and waiting a million years. There we go. This one is 1299 by 1795. 1299 by 1795. 1299 by 1795. This information will also come in useful in the virtual world, so yeah, definitely mark your images with the resolution right in the file name. 819 square. 819 square. 819. 819. My favorite image in the world. I wish I owned this painting hanging on my wall. I love this picture. 595 906. 595 906. 595 906. 595 906. And now these Tiggers. 4000 by 2400. That is a high resolution image. 4000 2400. 4000 2400. I'm going to do something kind of special with this one a little bit later in the game. In the video, I mean. Alright, so we have our originals renamed. We don't touch the originals anymore, we leave them alone. I'll make copies and put them into my work area here. And let's start working on them. Well, I'll start with this one. 595 by 906. That's kind of a high resolution for a virtual world painting. It's not too bad, but it's kind of high. 512 is probably as high as you ever want to go for a standard texture. So I'm going to go into scale the image and make the largest dimension, this one, 512. Now note, at the moment, I have the aspect lock chain closed. So when I change this to 512, the width automatically goes to 336. That's important, at least for the first step. Definitely for the first step. Leave the chain closed, make your largest dimension 512. This image is now 336 by 512. I need that information. 336 by 512. So export it as redhead. 336. What's 336? I'll have to look again. And I'll save it as a ping. Because ping images don't lose their resolution as you work with them. JPEGs do. Ping images keep the alpha information, the transparent parts of the picture. JPEGs do not. So save your working images as pings. And if you can get a hold of pings to start with, get a hold of pings to start with. Okay, anyway. Blabber blabber. It was 336 by 512. Okay, good. Good. Again, I don't need this copy anymore. We're going to need this information in the world. The actual working image is 336 by 512. That information is important. I'll show you why when we get in world. But have you ever noticed that when you look at textures in the virtual world, they're always 512 by 512, 512 by 256, 256 by 1024, some binary number like that? That's because the viewer forces the visible resolution to some binary value. no matter what it was, no matter what it's supposed to be, no matter what it is, it's forced visually to some binary value. And I don't believe that the viewer can do nearly as good a job as dedicated graphic software can. I believe GIMP or Photoshop can do a much better job than the viewer can, so I'm going to do that forced binary resolution in GIMP. Upload the image, and then the viewer won't touch it. That's my opinion, that GIMP or Photoshop can do a much better job than the viewer. If I'm wrong, please comment below and tell me why I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because I don't like to do these extra steps if I don't have to. But it seems this gets better results. Okay, enough of that. Wait. So I have to change the 336 to a binary value. I made a little chart here. These are numbers you should know if you work with computers. 356, 256 is a binary value, 512 is a binary value, 384 is the middle. 512 is a binary value, 1024 is a binary value, 768 is the middle. I made note of the middle on purpose because we have to figure whether we should go down to a binary number or up to a binary value. Well, 336 is a lot closer to the low end, so I'm going to make that 256. I'm going to go into scale. This time I'm going to break the chain so we do not preserve the aspect and force this to 256. That's what the viewer would have done internally. But I'll bet you a gazillion dollars GIMP will do a much higher quality job with that operation than a virtual world viewer. And I'm just going to save that right over the other one because we still need these numbers. The image is supposed to be 336 by 512. Okay, let's do the next one. Let's do curly. Image, scale image, leave the chain intact. This is a very high resolution image. I could keep it really high, use it as a wall poster, but I want a wall poster curly now. Make the largest dimension, 512. Break the chain and change the short. Oh, wait! I'm getting ahead of myself. 371 by 512. 371 by 512. 371 by 512. I'm getting ahead of myself. 371 by 512. 371 by 512. Ping. Getting ahead of myself. Don't need the old one. Okay. Now break the chain and force this to the closest binary value. 256. It's nowhere near 512, so 256. And overwrite. Okay. We can do that because ping format does not lose any information when you resave it over and over again. JPEGs do. That's why I say work with pings. You can save a ping image. You can edit and save 100 times with a ping. You won't lose any information. You try doing that 4 times with a JPEG and it's going to get all muddy. That's the way JPEGs work. They remove the least amount of colored dots in order to save space. And the picture gets muddy after time. Okay, discard the changes. Let's do the pretty girl. This one's square, so I don't have to do any in-between steps. I can remember, it's square. Image. Leave the chain on, it doesn't matter, it's square. They're both going to go to 512. Beautiful, that one's done already. That one was simple, 512. Export as. Don't need to do anything extra to that one, it already is binary by binary. and throw away the higher one. Now, this one is kind of special. Look at this picture. That is a very beautiful, high-res, amazingly beautiful image. I believe that I want that one as a wall poster. A big, wall-filling, beautiful wall poster. Not a small wall painting. So when I resize this one, I'm going to make the largest dimension 1024 instead. I suppose I could try 2048. I think you could upload a texture that high, but that's ridiculously high. A resolution of 2048, that would be, well, you could size that to the size of a sim and it would still look pretty good. So we're going to go with 1024. 1024 by 614. And I'm just going to skip to the next step with a mental note. 1024 by 614. 1024 by 614. I'll make that 512. 1024 by 614. 1024 by 614. 1024 by 614. It was 1024 by 614. It was 1024 by 614. See, if you have a halfway decent memory, which I don't, you can skip that intermediate step. One more extra step on this particular one. I may not want a wall poster. I may want a regular, normal size painting image. So I'm going to drop this to 512. So I have a lower resolution version for the wall painting. Keep them proportionate, right? Yeah. So 512, it'll go to 512 by 256. 512 by 256. I'll save another copy as 512 by 256. 512 by 256. That was a special case. I wanted that at least as a wall poster and a painting. Now I'll show you why we saved those numbers. We're going to go into the world now. Get rid of the super high resolution one. Alright, there we go. Don't need GIMP anymore, I believe. So let's go into the virtual world and I'll show you why we kept these numbers. First, let me set my Smexy Pants into this chair. And we'll upload all these values, all these images, I mean. World. No, build. Build. Upload. Bulk. Oh, wasn't he a big green guy? He used to be played by Bill Bixby. Blue Ferrigno, whatever. Incredible bulk? No. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Let's use these now. I'll show you why we kept these numbers. You know what? I think I screwed up. 614. Yeah, it should be 512 by 256. If this one was halved, this one should be halved. It's 300 and 307. No. 307. Okay. Do one half in one direction, so go half in the other one. Yeah, this is supposed to be 512 by 307. Okay. Go back in time. I didn't save it under that name. If the one is 1024 by 614, then the half size one is 512 by 307. All right, let's use that information. I'll show you why we went to all that trouble to save the information. There's the brim. Flatten it down. Now pick one of these. Let's do it with curly. The original image was 371 by 512. So if I resize the prim to 0.371 by 0.512, that is now exactly the same aspect ratio, same proportion as the image. So So it's going to be a perfect fit if the texture ever comes in. Come on, worlds. And your damn texture bugs. Why in the worlds? Well, let's pretend that one worked. It will eventually. Oh, there it is. There it comes. There. See, the prim is exactly the same aspect ratio as the image, the same proportion, so it's done. Beautiful, it's done. Let's do another one. I'll just reuse this prim. It'll work. Same thing. The elf vampire is 512 square. So let's make this 512 square. And drop the image on. Perfect fit. I'll reuse the prim. Or I can res a new one. It really doesn't matter. A prim is a prim is a prim. This one is 336 by 512. 0.336 by 0.512. The aspect matches the image, so drop it on and we're done. No resizing necessary. No, grabbing a side and jacking it around, trying to make it just right, trying to make it just. It is right. We made the right size to start with. Oh, we need 2 for the Tigers, don't we? This one, 512 by 307. 512 by 307. 0.512 by 0.307. That's the low resolution image one. And actually, I could reuse that prim for the other one because it's the same relative proportions. I'm going to do that. Make it a little easier. This one is already the same proportions, the same relationship. So I'll just reuse that one and drop the higher resolution image onto it. So that's my painting image of the tigers, and this is my gigantic wall size wall poster with the higher resolution image on it. This is the one I can jack up really big, I mean really big. It still looks good, see? It still looks pretty good. However, I'm just going to redo this one. It's clean, just to show you how you would do it if you wanted to. Res the prim, smash it down. The original resolution was 1024 by 614. 1.024, 1024 by 0.614. That's the same relationship as this one. I just did this one with the numbers. Same thing though, same relationship. Same relationship. Works out identically. Okay, that's how I do it. It's a lot of work, yes. But again, I truly believe that doing it this way gives you a much better quality image than just uploading the raw image and letting the viewer handle it. If I'm wrong, please tell me why in the comments below. I kind of hope I am. That's a lot of work, but tell me.